What up, what up, what up? Back again for another great episode, the Sick Podcast Network, the Rams recap. We just had a game. We got the W. But I got to tell you, Ramley, I'm not happy. I don't think that you should be happy. I don't think that McVay should be happy. I don't think this was a happy win. And we're going to get into that today. Sammy, hit that intro.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Rams Recap with Laquan Jones.
They rush forward. Throw for it. He's hit. He's hit. He's sacked. He throws it away. He flings it away on fourth down. Aaron Donald got there, and you can build that man's statue out SoFi Stadium right now. The greatest of all time on defense does it in the biggest moment of Super Bowl 56.
The sickest Los Angeles Rams podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Yes, Rams win. Ramley. Yeah. We got the W. We handle business. But I'm not happy. Yeah, we cooked up a W. But this W tastes like it came straight out the microwave. This W tastes like it's boiled hot dogs, no bread for dinner type. Like, nasty. Right? Now, I get that a win is a win, and we're supposed to build off these wins. But a 17-3 win, when you have Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Matthew Stafford, when you have these key core pieces of this offense in place, going up against one of the worst defenses in the NFL right now. Folks, I can't keep coming up here painting a picture for you to think that we are this Super Bowl team. On paper, yes, we are a Super Bowl team. But the mistakes, the turnovers, the mental errors that we keep hurting ourselves, the decisions sometimes that we make that we overthink, this is what's going to keep us from going to the promised land. This is what keeps us from beating teams like the Eagles. This is what's going to keep us shooting ourselves in the foot with division opponents. We have to clean up. Number one, special teams. Playboy Cardi, listen, we still rocking with you, but don't you ever in your life do a squib kick, a knuckle ball on a field goal attempt again. I never ever want to see that. That was sketchy. I thought we missed it. But again, I don't want to kick in Playboy Cardi's back end because there's still other areas that we need to address. Number one, Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams. Different books, different sides of towns. They're not on the same page. They need this chemistry, this timing, whatever it is. The disconnect between the two needs to be fixed now. Because with Puka banged up right now, this is going to be a scary sight. A scary sight if Devontae Adams and Stafford are still having these issues of connecting, making the big plays, making the catches that need to be made. Throws that need to be on mark, not sailed over the head. This connection needs to be fixed now. This is code red now. Because if Puka's going to sit for a while, because I think Puka should not be playing football in London, right? I think he sits out against the Jags. We have a bye, and then we reevaluate. Because I do not want to send Puka out to a London game against a Jaguars defense when I'd rather have him on the back end of the schedule healthy and ready to go. We have Devontae Adams. He is supposed to be this wide receiver one of the past that makes all the crazy catches, makes all the clutch catches, makes the quarterback look amazing. But some of these catches are not on Stafford. Some of these catches are right in hand. Some of these catches, old Devontae would have been able to adjust his body correctly and time it right and come down with the ball. But there is still the disconnect between the two. That needs to be fixed because it's going to get dark. It's going to get wicked outside. And we're going to be staring at some games that we're like, hey, are we sure? Are we ready? Like, come on. We still have to see the Seahawks. The Seahawks are pretty damn good. They're the only ones that actually look like they're playing at their record right now. We got to see those 40-winers again. Week 10. Handle business. We're going to be on the road. We need to start stacking the wins that actually look good and that we can go outside and be proud about. But there's also areas of where we're doing great things. There's always going to be I don't want to make this podcast, I don't want to make this show just a dark cloud after we come from a win or loss. But man, spade's a spade. This win looks nasty, but the bright spot was, hey, Kyron's getting his confidence back. And I told folks, as bad as that fumble was, he needs to bounce back from this. Because I will say this, us taking away his confidence is not going to help this team. This was a bright spot. He looked good in between the tackles. He made a huge fourth down catch. Chat. Rambling. These are the moments that he can create. He can make the dream, but also be the nightmare. Kyron. Let's keep rolling. Blake Corum. Let's go. We slowly but surely, we ramping back up. Corum looked good. Explosive. That's what we need. That 1-2 punch. Man. Terrence Ferguson, are you there? Hello, is he on a milk cart? I want to see some Terrence Ferguson. You know why? For the simple fact that we're having these issues with Adams and Stafford connecting, especially in the red zone. Like, we will force him the ball in the red zone until we get it right. But man, we need to see some Terrence Ferguson. I do not want to see him get a jet sweep as his first touch of the game. In the red zone. Like, no, that's cool. That's in the bag for him. But let's see him run some routes and let's see him get open, create separation, be very dangerous. He's very good at disguising himself at the line of scrimmage, sneaking off and kind of make the big play. Like, that's what I want to see from Terrence Ferguson. I haven't seen that yet. Right? That's weird. I want to see more plays that, again, the connection between Adams and Stafford is not great. So that's kind of hindering this offense in general because I think there's a lot of plays that go Adams' way to where I'm like, why wasn't this for Puka? You should be looking to old reliable. But now with Puka banged up, now we're going to have to wake up and see like, hey, I feel as though personally, we have one of the best wide receiver depths in the league. Just looking at it hands down, Jordan Whittington, oh yeah, he's a starter. He's our wide receiver 3. If Puka goes down, we're going to see a lot of Jordan Whittington utilized like Puka Nacua. There's going to be jet sweeps. There's going to be screens. There's going to be downfield shots. I love me some Jordan Whittington. The way he's able to get in open space, this dude's like a running back in open space. He is getting upfield. He fights for those extra yards. He can make the dramatic catches as well. Jay Witt, let's go. I feel like a big game is on the way for him in London. We saw him show up last season in that Packer game. So I do think he is a reliable backup. Tutu may be on the way back. He's a little banged up. But hey, let's see some Xavier Smith. We saw it earlier in the season where they had package between him, Konate Mumfield, and Jordan Whittington. Let's see some Mumph. I'm ready. You saw he got that screenplay. He got upfield. We have playmakers at the wide receiver position, which goes back to my point of why I think Puka should not be playing football this weekend. Like, I do think Puka should sit, rest up, chill through the bye. We're good. Let's reevaluate. He should be fine. Let's move on and start stacking these wins. We are one of the best teams after the bye. So I know for a fact we're going to get some of these things fixed before we come out of that bye. We got to go handle business across the pond. We got to make sure Trevor Mid-Lawrence doesn't show up and show out on our secondary. Guys, it's time to wake up. Landshark, come on now. We got to complete them tackles over. Zay Flowers a little behind. Come on. We got to complete those tackles, Landshark. We see that, right? Come on now. Let's lock in. Emmanuel Forbes, Darius Williams. Let's lock in. Sean Dolak. You got. Because I'll tell you what, folks. I was reading the timelines. I was looking at comments on the TikToks. Troy Reader was in there. Folks was going crazy. Folks was going crazy when they saw Troy Reader in there. Rightfully so, though, right? I'm happy that Sean Dolak was able to tag in, right? Get in there. And the one thing that I love about Sean, right? Dolak is everywhere in the mix, right? If he's not completing the tackle, he's right there around it, attacking. So I do like Sean Dolak's awareness. He's always in the mix. He's always physical at the contact point. This is where I think he makes a difference between Troy Reader, just knowing the system, being able to be in the right spots, but there's times where he should be more aggressive or make the play and miss the tackle. I think Sean Dolak, he's a wild man ready to go for all contact. So that's what I love about Sean Dolak's game. Him and Nate Landman, woo, they're going to feed families for a very long time. That duo there will only grow. And also, we have Omar Spates that's resting out right now on the way back. Let's not forget how physical he is as a tackler. So we need all this energy. We need all this going forward at the middle linebacker, outside linebacker position. Now, Jared Verse, boy. Woo! That boy showed up big. He's completing sacks. He's being disruptive as ever. This guy, I'm telling you now, when it start getting cold outside, when it start getting to that playoff, he gonna only rev up, and this monster gonna get bigger. Pause. But listen, I don't want to be here too long trying to sit here and try to game plan against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London this week. But man, I just want us to come away healthy. I want us to come away with the understanding that these mistakes that we've been having can no longer happen. Seriously, we got to hold the folks that need to be held accountable, because I can't wake up 6:30 in the morning over here and catch this game and see disappointment of how we played in this Ravens game, right? I can't be outside barking we a Super Bowl team, but we only putting up 17 points against one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And the crazy thing about that, if Snoop Huntley started that game and finished that game, I'm not quite sure we would have won that game. Like, that's the scary part. We struggle against two big factors: tight ends and mobile quarterbacks. If Snoop Huntley started that game in the first quarter and ended it in the fourth, I'm not quite sure we'll be heading to London with a win. And this is what scares me. How is that possible when we have Matthew Stafford? How is that possible when we have Devontae Adams? How is that possible when we have Puka Nacua? How is that possible when we have a Kyron Williams and Blake Corum? How is that possible when we have a top 10 defense right now? Top of the table when it comes to sacks, pressures, and QB hits. What are we talking about? This is a Super Bowl team, but we need to start acting, walking, talking like it, and not getting to these games that feel weird leaving them. Indy, A.D. Mitchell played a huge factor and altered that entire game. The entire dynamic of that game changed for the holding call and the fumble, right? Come on. Jonathan Taylor was off to the end zone in that. It's mistakes like that that makes me feel like this feels like a weird team right now. This team needs to get on the same page, lock in, get this W. It's not that hard. Let's not make the same mistakes we've been making. Special teams, come on, let's load it. Come on. We need y'all. Important part of this team. Let's go. Joshua Carty, get that confidence back. Playboy Carty. Get that confidence back, and let's get on the same page. This entire week needs to be Stafford and Adams just locked in together. Spend as much time that they need to have that chemistry reflect on the field. That's all I got for this episode, man. I'll see you guys this week Another episode will be coming out. We're going to talk more about the Jaguar side of it. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Brian Thomas Jr. and company. Travis Hunter as well. But, yeah, we'll do a pregame look at Jaguars. But, man, I'm not happy about this win, to be honest. Ramley, I don't know if you should be either. But, man, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. If you're new here, hang out. It's a good time. I see the chat. I see you guys on TikTok. I see you guys on Facebook. I see you guys on Twitter. I'm locked in everywhere when it comes to the Sick Podcast Network, the Rams recap. Sammy, hit that outro.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Rams Recap with Laquan Jones on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.